Hello and welcome to a session on Introduction to HTML. In this session, I'll basically be dealing with some hands-on session with HTML so that you can get started with HTML right away. So here, let us go to the first thing. Let us try to understand what HTML is. So what is HTML? It is a simple universal markup language. So it is a simple language. Why? It consists of certain tags and those tags will be enclosed between your HTML documents, and with the help of those tags we can format our HTML documents easily. So it is a universal markup language. Now why this word universal is used? Universal means it is supported by all browsers. Now HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a language which is used to build websites. So for making websites we need to make one web page at a time, and after making the entire series of web pages, those will be linked, and after the linking process is complete we will get a website. Web page means just a single page, and website means a collection of related web pages. Next, it consists of a series of tags that are integrated into a HTML document. In a HTML document, we will definitely have the contents which we want to display, and how those contents will be displayed, it is determined with the help of something known as tags. So for working with HTML, you do not require very complex softwares. You can do with whatever. If you just have any operating system installed in your computer, you can get started with HTML easily. So it can be created in a simple text editor like Notepad, or even in advanced editors like VS Code or Dreamweaver. So it's better as a beginner you start with Notepad. So next we need to know what tags are. So what is a tag? A tag is an HTML command that indicates the layout or display of a web page. So in an HTML document, how the contents will be displayed, those contents, how the contents will be displayed, it is determined with the help of something known as tags. You will not be able to see the tag while viewing the HTML document through a web browser, but those tags are essential for displaying the layout or the display or how the web page will be displayed. It is determined with the help of the tags. So there are basically two types of tags. First is the container tags and second is the empty tags. Let's try to understand what container tags are. The elements which includes both opening and closing tags are called container tags. So it will be more clear when we go to the hands-on session on HTML. So there are certain category of tags which requires both opening and closing tags. So those tags which requires both opening and closing tags are called container tags. Next we go to empty tags. There are certain category of tags which do not have any closing tags. Those elements which do not have any closing tags are referred to as empty tags. Next we go to the basic structure of HTML. This is the basic structure of HTML. Basic structure means no matter how complex HTML programs we write, this will always be the structure of an HTML document. So let's try to make the basic structure of HTML. For doing HTML, you can use any text editor. So I'll be using TextEdit. You can use whatever you have, but if you're using Windows, I recommend that you use Notepad as a beginner. So let's try to write the basic structure of an HTML document. So what is the basic structure? At first we have to write HTML. So here you will write HTML, and after that we need to write head. Head stands for heading. Within head we required a tag known as the title tag. So here you can see one thing. The tags are enclosed within less than and greater than symbols, and this title tag, see, it has been opened here and it has been closed here. If the tags needs to be both opened and closed, these type of tags are known as container tags. Okay, so here we will write the title and then we require the body. Okay, and then we need to close the body tag because we have opened the body tag here. So it needs to be closed, and then we need to close the HTML tag. We have opened the HTML tag at the beginning, so we need to close the HTML tag here. So now let's try to make a basic HTML document. So for that, at first you must know that HTML is not a case sensitive language. So let's try to understand what header and body is first. So what is header? The header is enclosed by the head and head tags. So while writing the basic structure of an HTML document, I used a tag known as head tag. The head tag is a container tag. Why? Because it has both opening and closing tags. So it contains information about a page that won't appear on the page itself, such as the title. So whatever we write within the heading tag, within the heading we have another tag which is known as the title tag. Whatever we write within the title tag, it will not appear on the content of the page. It will be appearing at the title bar of the browser. Then we have a tag known as a body tag, as I have written there. So body tag, whatever is enclosed between the opening body and the closing body, it will be displayed as a content in your HTML page. So everything that appears on the page is contained within the body tags. Next we go to, okay, naming in HTML we'll discuss later on. Now let's try to generate a simple page. So here this is the basic structure of HTML. So you need to have this basic structure in all HTML pages. Okay, so head I have started here. So sorry, I need to close head here. Within head we have a tag known as the title tag. So let's say we need to give, we'll give a title here. Let's say it is my first HTML page. Okay. So whatever we are writing here, it will come at the title bar of the web browser. Now within the body, so we can write anything within the body. So so let's write something here. So okay, let's write something like my name is Raj and I live in, let's say, Maligaon. So this is the thing we have written. So this is a complete HTML page. Now how to save HTML page? So for saving HTML pages, we need to go to our next topic, which is the naming in HTML. So always remember, while saving the files in HTML, we should remember these naming conventions. So the first convention is that the file should begin with a letter. Like your name can be ABC, PQR, or you can save the file by your name also, but it should begin with a letter. It should not contain spaces. So whatever file name you will be giving in your HTML file, it should not contain any space in between. It should indicate the contents or purpose of the page. So it's better that you give a meaningful name to your web page. Only if you give a meaningful name to your web page, it will be easily understandable. Next, we need to know about capitalization in HTML. HTML is not case sensitive. Not case sensitive means the tags, it is immaterial whether you write the tags in small letters or in capital letter. Both are supported. So let's try to save our HTML page. So we have written this HTML page. So for saving, we'll go to file and we'll click on save. After that, we need to give a name to our HTML page. So name should begin with a letter. So let's say I'll be naming this with first dot. So everything has an extension. Similarly, HTML files will also have a extension. The extension used with HTML files is .htm or .html. Let's say we'll be using .html here. So after giving the file name, we'll click on save. Now after saving, how to see how our HTML page looks like. For displaying the HTML pages, we need to view it with the help of a browser. See, this is the HTML page which I have saved. For viewing it, I have to open it with the help of a browser. So you can just right click it and you can open it with the help of a browser. Let's say I'll be opening it with the help of Google Chrome. So let's click here. So see, I have got my HTML page. Whatever I have written at the title, it has come in the title bar, and whatever I have written within the body, it has come in the main content of the browser. So what I have written there, my name is Raj and I live in Maligaon. So this is the HTML page. So you should keep one thing in mind. So here only the content has come here, but not the tags. So as I have already said, while displaying the HTML page, only the main content will be displayed and not the tags. The tags are invisible. Okay, so let's try to, so this is just a basic HTML page. Let's try to add some more features and make it look a little better here. So for that, okay, let's try to understand another thing which is known as attributes. So what is attribute? So till now we have written only tag, but with certain HTML tags there are certain additional information. So whatever additional information is given along with the HTML tags, those are known as attributes. So for example, there is an attribute of the body tag which is known as bgcolor. Bgcolor is used to give the background color of a web page. I'll be showing it to you after some time. So bgcolor is the additional information which is given along with the body tag. Okay, so hence we will call bgcolor as the attribute and not as a tag. So what is an attribute? I hope it is clear. An attribute, it provides additional information to a HTML tag. What is the additional information with the body tag here? The additional information is that we need to put a background color to that particular tag which is the body tag. So let's try to put a background color into our HTML page. So this was our HTML page. So for putting a background color, as it is not case sensitive, now let me write it in small letters. So bgcolor, mind the spelling of color, color equals to, let's say I want to give the background color as yellow. So I have given body bgcolor equals to yellow. Now you can save it again by pressing Ctrl S, and then you can go to that previous HTML page and just refresh the page. This is the button for refresh in Google Chrome. It will be different in different browsers. So as I refresh it, you find that the page has a yellow color background. Okay, I hope the you have understood how to give background color into an HTML page. So next we'll be going to give the text color. For giving the text color, we require the attribute text. Text is an attribute of body itself. So now let's give the text here. So for giving text, so we'll write text equals to, let's say I want to give the text in red, so I'll write text equals to red here. Then I have pressed Ctrl S again, and then I'll go and refresh the page here. So you find that the text color has become red. Let's try to learn some more tags here now. So next, let's go to a tag called BR tag. BR tag stands for line break tag. So it is used to make certain text or images also or links also in the next line. So here let me give a long text. Let's say I'll copy something from here, from a page, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, Control C is used to copy and Control V is used to paste. After pasting, I'll just refresh my HTML page. So you find that the contents has come here. Now let's try to go here. See, this is the main HTML page. Now what is the last word of the first line? The last word is the main. After main, the next word is purpose. Purpose has come in the next line. But in the HTML document, after main, these are the two words. Let me zoom it. Okay, after main, the next word is purpose. But even though I have written purpose in the next line in the main HTML document, it has not come in the next line in the output. So why it has not come? Because HTML cannot automatically come, HTML text or images cannot automatically come to the next line. We have to bring it forcefully to the next line. How to bring it forcefully to the next line? We can bring it forcefully to the next line with the help of a tag known as BR tag. So what we'll do here, so suppose we want purpose to come in next line, so here we'll give a tag. After main, we can give a tag known as BR tag. Now you should keep one thing in mind, that BR is an empty tag. So till now whatever tag we have used, those were container tags. Why? Because they had an opening and a closing also. But BR has only opening but no closing, so it is known as an empty tag. So we'll just give BR here and refresh the page. So as we refresh the page, you find that the purpose word has come in the next line. This is the work of BR. So wherever you want to break the line, you have to give the BR tag there. Next, there is another tag known as P tag. P tag is also used to bring a text or image or anything in an HTML document to the next line. But there is a difference between BR and P tag. The difference between BR and P tag is that when we give BR tag, it does not leave any line in between. But when we give P tag, it leaves a line in between. So let's try to use P tag here. So let's say after communication, I have used P tag here. Okay, and then I have saved it, and I'll just refresh the page now. See, after communication, I have used what tag? I have used the P tag. Since I have used P tag, the next word, which is rules, have not come in the immediate next line. It has left a line in between, and after that the word rules has come. So this is the difference between BR and P tag. Let's go to the next tag, which is, let's say, B tag. So before that, let me teach you this H tags. So H tags are called heading level tags. These are called what tags? Heading tags. It has 6 levels starting from H1 to H6, where H1 denotes the highest heading level and H6 denotes the lowest heading level. Let's try to give a heading to our HTML page. For giving a heading to our HTML page, what we need to do, so we need to write within the body only. So let's say I'll write H1, and let's say I will write any heading as, let's say, test page, and then I'll close H1. Then let's say I have written here H2, then again I have written test page here slash H2. I have saved it here, and let's refresh the page. So here you will find the heading has come, test page, test page. Now you will find that in the first test page, I have used the heading as H1. In the second test page, I have used the heading as H2. So as I have said, there are 6 heading levels. H1 is the largest and H6 is the smallest, and in between, if you go on increasing the numbers, the heading size will go on decreasing. Now let's go to some more tags, which is B, U, and let's say we have another one tag which I need to study, which is I tag. Let's try to understand these 3 tags. Now, see, I'll just, let's say I want to make something in bold. So I need to give B tag, let's say right here hello. So till how much I want the bold to take effect, I'll have to close the bold after that particular part. Let's say I want to make this as underline also. For that I have to use the U tag. Okay, so let's try to see the output here. See, hello, it is bold and it is in underlined format also. Let's say I want to make it italics. Then what I need to do, I need to put here the I tag. So if I put the I tag here, you will see that there is a slanting in the word hello. So these are about the tags B, U and I. Next, let's try to understand how to give a horizontal rule. The HR tag, this particular tag is used to give a horizontal rule to a web page. So for example here, let's say after the first test page I want to give a horizontal rule, so I'll give here a HR tag here. So now let me refresh the page. So one horizontal rule has come here, but it's not properly visible. So horizontal rule has certain attributes. We can use those attributes and make it visible. So the first attribute that we can use is color. So if I give here HR color equals to, let's say, black, and then refresh the page, then it will come in black. We have some more attributes of horizontal HR. Next is called as the size. Let's say I give size equals to 10 and then refresh the page. So the thickness will go on increasing. And then let's say I have something known as width. You can increase or decrease the width of the ruler. Let's say I'll use the attribute width equals to, let's say, 30. Okay, and I'll just save it and width. So this is of width 30. So these are attributes, they give the additional information along with the main tag. Then I can give this, use the next attribute known as align. Align is used to specify where you want to keep your text or any property. Here what we need to align, here we need to align the HR or the horizontal rule. So if I want it to be aligned to the left, so here what I'll write here align equals to, so I'll write here left. So I've written align equals to left, so it has come to the left side. So let's say I want to align it to the right, so instead of left I'll be writing right. Let me refresh it, so you will find that it has come to the right hand side. Okay, I hope these things are clear. Next, in the introduction to HTML part, let us go to our last tag, which is the comment tag. So what is the use of comment tag? So whatever we write within these tags, they are not displayed in the HTML page, or they have no effect on the HTML page. So you may ask, if they have no effect on the HTML page, why it is to be written? So comments are some explanation related to the web page. Suppose you are a team of, suppose there is a team of 4 and the 4 persons, they are making a website. Now whatever you are making, it will not be understandable by the other person generally. So for making them understand, what you can do, you can put something known as the comment. Or suppose I have explained you something and after few days you will forget whatever I have explained. So in order to not forget those, you can write those things within the comments. For example, I have explained that H2 stands for second heading level. So you can write it over here by using the comment tags. So this is the symbol for comment tags, this and this. So whatever you will write here, if this, so you can write here anything, second heading level, second heading level, you can write anything here. So comment are given in HTML documents for easier readability and understandability of HTML document. So I've written this and I'll save it and I'll refresh the page. See, there is no effect on the page. Why? Because the main purpose of comments is for easier readability and understandability of the HTML tags. So here I have given comments for that purpose only. So I hope these things are clear. So I think you should just start practicing with these tags. So thank you very much.